Hey guys, it's V Mosley. Thank you for tuning into my podcast where we're healing from family ties, trauma, and taking accountability for all areas of our lives that may have held us back. I'm super excited for you. Today is Finally Free Friday. We are closing the week out on voices. We talked about the voices of depression, the voices of trauma. You will see Finally Free Friday on Mental Health Monday, which is okay. And then on Mental Health Monday, we started out the week with imposter syndrome. I'm super excited for that. I have a lot of content coming for imposter syndrome, and also I'm gonna run back the voices because I'm not finished with voices. So let's get into Finally Free Friday. I would like to say that it's been very challenging for me. I'm literally healing from excuse me. I'm really healing from voices right now. I'm healing from the negative voices in my head that's telling me I cannot do this. I am healing from this place where there are voices that I cannot ignore sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Or I cannot get over at this time, and it's very challenging, and it's hard to speak through it because I have to push, right? Excuse me again. And I have to just be content with this is going to be challenging. It's going to be things that are going to come as a test. There's going to be things that are going to try to push me back. There's going to be things where I'm not going to be able to get over, and that's the place that I'm in. I'm going to be fully authentic. Last week was a rough week. The weekend past, it was a rough weekend. I am writing a book, trying to basically speak about my issues, speak about the last promise that I have to myself. It's going to be a great book, but it's just like so many things and so many voices inside of me. So we are literally healing from that, healing from the voices and trying to silence the voices and trying to silence, the negative, areas. So how are we going to do that? I have to be in a place where I am acceptive of the voices. So I'm acceptive and I know what their job is, right? So when you hear negative voices, you need to have this acceptance in those voices. So you need to accept the fact that it's going to be something there is going to try to hold you back. So how are you going to fight that battle? What are you going to do? So for me, I have to change my objective for the day. I have to change my plans for the day. I have to have something different for the day. I have to have something there for me to be productive, to have a continuous work. That's what kind of person I am. I have to have continuous work. I'm continuously busy. It might be something really bad, but that's where I am right now in my life. I have to be in a continuous place where I'm being productive in my healing, being productive in my work life, being productive in my business life, building my brand. I have to be consistent with posting. I have to be consistent to drown and starve that voice of negativity. So that's what I'm dealing with. I'm also dealing with the voice of sadness, the voice of depression, the voice of, we're not leaving, the voice of, we have these voices to silence how you hear me speaking now. Inside of your mind, if your mind isn't changed, your voice is going to be quiet. You understand what I'm saying? So if I have not yet changed my mind to say no longer I will listen to the voices inside of me, then they were going to continue to talk to me. They are going to continue to implement negativity, implement procrastination, implement constant, negative narrative in my life, right? So that's what I battle with. I battle with voices of, you know, don't record today, you can record tomorrow. Don't record on your free days, you can record on the days that you're gonna launch. And I'm trying to change that. Don't post about that today, you can post about that tomorrow. Don't be consistent with that, you can be consistent with that tomorrow. You know, you can do it tomorrow, and then we are next year, right? You don't have to plan your content, you can do it. It's just so many things that, you know, we were in a better place when we were angry. We were in a better place when we was trying to destroy other people's lives. We were in a better place when we were isolated. We were in a better place when we were, you know, separated from family. We were in a better place. Are you hearing what I'm saying right now? That is not a better place. That is not a place where you want to be. And that is not a place where you should desire to be. You understand what I'm saying? You should be in a place where you are literally torching. I said it in Worth It Wednesday last week. You are torching the castle of negative voices. You are torturing the city of regrets. You are torturing the city of trauma. You're just destroying the city of sadness. You're destroying the city of negative voices. You have to be free from that. I, Bree Mosley, have to be free from the negative voices, free from any and everything that's not of me, right? And right now, I have to decide to be free from the voices. I have to decide to be, you probably see it in my face. Like, I am just in this place of wash, right? And I don't know any other way but to be authentic with you guys, but I'm in the place of being washed. Like, I am washed with emotion. I am washed with healing. I am washed with these voices. I am washed with this productivity. I am washed with this change. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I mean? And I don't know no other way but to express it that way. I don't know no other way but to express it in a way where I have to be free from this. So how am I going to be free from this? How am I going to talk about this? How am I going to work through this? Right? Like, I just feel like I have sometimes failed. The voice of failure always talking to me like, are you really going to be consistent in this podcast? Are you really going to help people heal? Are you really going to be a life coach? Are you really going to be a therapist? Are you really going to take your mental health seriously? You understand what I'm saying? I'm continuously questioning myself. And then on Worth It Wednesday, it was just so fire. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was on fire. And then, like, I just took that episode and I was eating it. And it was just, like, fire. You understand what I'm saying? And, like, I was driving off of that fire. But I'm also on the side. It's like 50-50. Like, yep, my no is always there. Like, my yes is trying to ride out. Like we riding out. The yes wants to ride out, right? But the no wants to drown my yes. And I know that we battle with that. I know we're going to battle with that. But I just want to be at a place where I can be free from that. I can be finally in a place, like really content with being free. You understand? From different areas. You're not going to just be free in all areas. You have to decide to be free in each area. Like, you have to be intentional with your yes, and be intentional with your freedom and healing. And with the voices, that's what I am dealing with. Even when I'm talking now, it's just like something does not want me to talk. Something doesn't want me to be successful. And that's just me. That's just all up in here. That's just all up in here. Fix your mind posture. Fix your heart posture. Fix your soul posture. Fix everything inside of you that does not serve you. I have to keep telling myself that. I have to be on routine about that. I have so much work to do. It's not even funny. Like, I have been in places where, you know, I can sit in my room. I know in the healing, when you're choosing to heal, you are in places or in your own head, and you can sit there for hours and tell yourself why you can't do something. Tell yourself why you're not worth it. And it has to stop. It has to be a place where you chill out and really put in work and drown those voices. You have to be free from the voices talking to me. Be emotionally. You have to be free from the voices. You have to be free from, you know, the trauma. You have to be free from the feelings of that you're not worthy. You have to be free from your mental state of mind. You got to be free from all of those things. You know, if you view Birthday Wednesday from Voices, it was a whole different vibe, right? All I know is to be authentic right now. All I know is to be where I am, right? And people sometimes say fake it till you make it. And I believe I said this in my podcast before. I don't know how to do that. So some days I'm just like, and some days I'm just like, I really gotta move. I really gotta do this. I really gotta do that, right? And it's just different for me. Like, when you are taking your healing seriously, feelings, old feelings, new feelings, things you gotta heal from, you add it on to the list. You know, it's just so much stuff. One day I'm going to write on the whiteboard and show you guys a list of things that I need to heal from. I have been, you know, talking about the things that I need to heal from and things that we need to work on and things like that. But you have to take the ability for yourself and know that you deserve freedom, right? You deserve to know that you are going to be content about being free from all the areas. I have to be content with being free in voices. Like I said, I'm going to double back on voices. It's a lot of voices that I want to, you know, tackle on, but this week we are healing from imposter syndrome, and this episode is just closing out voices. It was a hard closeout, I would say, and I think you see it on my, like I said, you see it on my face. It's a serious matter, and I just want you guys to know that you have to keep pushing. You have to keep. We are in a time where mental health is very, very important to talk about. We are in a time where being worth it is to talk about. Freedom is to talk about. We are facing troubles. We are dealing with worldly troubles, personal troubles, family troubles, marriage, jobs, careers, business, and we just go with the flow. I can't do that. So I have to balance out and be in a place where I can push and move, right? And I have to, like I said, be content in draining the voices, being content and being free in those voices. It's very challenging. It's very, very hard for me right now as I'm talking. It's very, very hard, but I just hope that you guys know that your mental health is important to me. My mental health is important to me. My worth it place is important to me. Your worth it place is important to me. My freedom is important to me. Your freedom is important to me. And we're going to keep healing. We're going to keep prospering. And we're going to keep keeping up with this podcast, being more consistent, being on time, keeping my word to you guys. Like I say all the time, I'm grateful and thankful for those who view me, those who ask me questions, those who are on the lookout for new episodes. I appreciate you. If this is your first time tuning in, please catch up with me on season 1 and season 2. We are in season 3. Soon, I think this month we are closing out on season 3. I apologize. And season 4 will kick out in January 2022. There are big things for me in 2022, but you have to ask yourself, and I have to ask myself, are you going to get it, or are you going to sabotage yourself with the voices to get there? I'm B. Mosley. Thank you for tuning into my podcast. We're healing from that. I see you in the next episode. Bye.